Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Zian and I'm a student from the English Education Department at UIN Jakarta. Okay, so today I'm not just presenting a book, I'm inviting you to discover a reading research that could completely transform your approach to teaching. The title of the book is Teaching the Brain to Read by Dr. Judy Willis, a neurologist and educators who understands how the brain works and how we can use that knowledge to help students become confident readers. Published by ASCD in 2005, this 195 pages book are packed with research, insights, and strategies that are still incredibly relevant today. Okay, if you are an English teacher, a student teacher, or someone passionate about literacy, this book is an absolute must-read. Let's dive in and see why this book deserves a spot on your desk and in your teaching journey. Once again, the title of the book is Teaching the Brain to Read: Strategies for Improving Fluency, Vocabulary, and Comprehension by Dr. Judy Willis, a neurologist and experienced classroom teacher. So what's this book all about? At its core, the book explains how reading actually works in the brain. It breaks down the mental processes involved in decoding vocabulary growth, fluency, and comprehension, and shows how we can teach those skills using methods that align with how the brain learns best. The main purpose of the book is to help teachers support students using science-backed strategies. The key themes is this: reading isn't natural, it's something the brain must learn, and if we understand how the brain works, we can teach reading more effectively, more confidently, and more compassionately. Who's the target audience? Of course, it's ideal for English teachers, but also for student teachers preparing for the classroom, parents of struggling readers, private tutors or reading specialists, and even anyone curious about how the brain and education work together. Dr. Willis emphasizes that emotion, motivation, and memory all play a role in reading success. If we ignore the brain, we're missing the most important part of the learning process. If you are passionate about teaching, learning, or helping someone read, this book will speak directly to you. Okay, now that we understand what this book offers, let's talk about its strongest features and why it stands out from other reading textbooks. First, it connects science and teaching in a way that's actually useful. For example, like Dr. Willis explains how stress blocks learning by activating the brain's amygdala, and how simple classroom changes, like giving students choices or creating a calm atmosphere, and keep the brain open to learning. Second, the book offers practical, ready-to-use strategies. For instance, she recommends using color-coded word patterns or physical movement, like clapping or walking, to help students internalize phonics and spelling rules. It's fun and it works. Third, the focus on motivation is refreshing. Instead of forcing students through boring drills, the book shows how to make reading meaningful by connecting it to personal experiences or emotions. When students care about what they read, they remember it better. This isn't just theory, it's practical, flexible, and research-based. Everything we want in a teaching research. Okay, of course, no book is perfect, and it's only fair to mention a few limitations. One, some chapters use technical or scientific terms. For example, you might come across phrases like executive functioning or working memory load They're explained well in the book, but they may slow you down if you're new in the topic. 2. The book lacks visuals. There aren't many diagrams or illustrations, which could make some of the brain-based explanations harder to imagine. If you're a visual learner, you might need to create your own notes. And third, it's not light to read. The content is rich and in-depth, so it's not something you breeze through, but honestly, that's also what makes it worth your time. If you're serious about understanding your students' learning process, the book will absolutely pay off. Okay, so why you should read it? Now here's the most important part. Why should you read this book? Because I think this book helps you understand the why behind reading difficulties. It gives you the tools to reach every kind of reader, from fast decoders to struggling learners, by teaching the way their brains actually work. Imagine being able to spot when a student is overwhelmed and knowing exactly what to do to help. Imagine creating lessons that students enjoy, not because they are easier, but because they finally make sense. This book shows you how, whether you're a student teacher preparing for your first practicum or an experienced educator looking to refresh your approach. This book empowers you to teach reading with clarity, compassion, and confidence. I'm not exaggerating when I say if you care about making reading more effective, more engaging, and more brain-friendly, this book is the book to get. So don't wait, add this book to your reading list, or better yet, to your bookshelf. Okay, so once again, the title is Teaching the Brain to Read by Judy Willis. It's smart, it's practical, it's science-based, but more than that, it's a book that respects both teachers and students. If you want to the kind of educators who teaches reading not just with worksheets but with understanding, then this book is a must read. So go ahead, buy it, borrow it, explore it. Your future classroom will thank you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this inspires your dive deeper into this amazing book. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.